My name is Larry LaChance. I've been a search volunteer for close to 48 years, and I've enjoyed it and continuing on even at my age of 85. It was a homily at church, and my wife and I were sitting there, and they were talking about getting involved in the community. So my wife sort of gave me an elbow, and I said, yeah, it's something to think about. And sure enough, I went to investigate the search office, which was very, at that time, very limited in space because the search was very new. So Rocco was an individual, very particular in many ways. He was Lithuania, and he had a lot to talk about. We would have long discussions at his house, his apartment, and it was really an education for me because I'm a history buff and I enjoyed talking about Europe and World War II, which he was involved in. He was an interesting man. With the help of my wife, who was an RN at the time, she's just retired, and she would come and encourage me, and she would take his blood pressure and talk to him somewhat too with me, and he enjoyed her, and we began almost, he was part of our family after quite a while. So it was an interesting union, you could say. And he appreciated, even though he was a little tough at times, he appreciated what we did for him. I was needed. And that's a big thing with me. If somebody needs you, you just go out there and you do it. And but the big word is appreciation. Because sometimes people ask me that, what makes you do these things? You know, they're not relative to you, they're not, you know, no, there's no relationship, but they appreciate what you do. And I think that's the key when you're appreciated. It's so rewarding. You know, not everything has a price tag. This is out of your good nature to do these things. It's just a wonderful feeling to help people out, because you never know. I could be that person. We all get old, no matter what the young people say. You do get old and it goes fast. So I would definitely recommend it.
Okay. My name is Ann Skelton. I've been volunteering with Search. It was before COVID, so probably 2018, I would say. Some of them don't have a sense of humor, and that is absolutely fine. But some of them have a good sense of humor, and we get laughing, and I love it. I know that the 9 or 10 clients that I have use me. One is once a month, and most of them are once a week, once every other week. It's not consistent. It depends on their need. My very first client, who's now in a nursing home, we sat and had lunch one day together. I brought lunch for her. And, you know, I love her. I mean, she's like a grandmother to me. If you like working with people, most of them grow old and get sweet. You know, you always have one or two that grow old and get grumpy, but I don't have that. Most of mine have grown old and are very sweet. And they're so appreciative, you know? You can do so much for these people. So either they don't have family, or the family doesn't talk, or the family doesn't have a way to do it either. You know, these people don't drive. Maybe the family members don't drive. I think all of mine don't have family nearby. If they have a hobby and I can help and I can play cards with them, I will. If I can bring them a special lunch or dinner, I will, and just have that one-on-one time. And I like the feeling of helping somebody.